Hello friends, welcome to our channel Mechanical Motivated. Today we are going to see a subject called Design of Machine Element. Actually, students used to study this subject during their 5th semester. What is the purpose of studying this subject? Actually, you guys will be, during your final year, you will be doing some projects, right? So for doing that project, you will be requiring the help of this subject. And after completing your BE, if some of you are going for a design field in industry, if you are going for a design as an engineer means, then at that point of time, this subject plays a major role, because if you are strong with the basics means, then it will be very easy for you to manage everything. So today we just going to see the basic of design and what are the design consideration we need to understand before designing a product. First of all, we need to understand why we need to design a product. Actually, in earlier days and all, what they used to do, they will be developing a product and they will be directly manufacturing. That is, using experimental method, they will be manufacturing the product in trial and error. In case if the product is defective means, then they will be throwing away the product. But what you see means, in these things, there will be a loss of material, man and time. Okay, so these things will be wasted up. So in order to overcome these things, actually in today they have developed a concept called design. So before manufacturing a prototype, you need to design a product or component or machine, and after that you will be going for an analysis, and then only you will be going to manufacture the prototype. If you do these things means, then there won't be any losses in the material, man or time. So in order to save these things, we are going for designing a product or manufacturing. Before manufacturing, we will be focusing on design parameters or design consideration. So before going for a design engineer have to focus on the customer requirement. Why? Because customers are the sole operators, right? Because we will be producing a product means who is going to buy the product? Only customer is going to buy the product. So we need to satisfy the customer requirement. Based on the customer requirement only, we need to make a new idea, or modify the old idea, or whatsoever it may be. And after that, we need to use what are the resources which will be available with us. That is, initially we will be creating an idea based on the customer needs or customer requirement. So now we got what the customer needs. Okay, so now we understand what is the requirement, and in order to fulfill the requirement, what are the resources you are having with you. So utilizing the available resources. Available resources means it will be denoting 3M or M cube. What are the 3M? Money, man, and third one is the material. So using those 3M, you will be producing, and you will be designing the product. And next thing is, you will be having a concept, right? So developing a concept into product. So using these three things, that is material, man and material, you will be converting your idea into product. And ultimately, we have to focus on one important parameter. Is the product is economical and environmental friendly. Because if you are developing a product means, and it's not economical and it's not environmental friendly means, it's damn waste, right? So we have to see on economical factor and environmental friendly also. So these parameters also we need to focus on. And next thing is, now we're going to classify the machine designs into 3 parts. That is adaptive design, development design, new design. What is adaptive design? Adaptive design is the old design. So already we will be having a old concept. For example, if your pump manufacturer is there means, the pump manufacturer will keep on manufacturing the parts what he will be manufacturing it. So he will be keep on manufacturing with the old ideas itself. Sometimes in case if the parts or machine or components, if what he manufactured is having some leakages means, then he has to overcome. So in order to overcome, he will be modifying the design. So second is development design. Development design is called modification of the old concept. So old concept is that we just going to make some modification in order to overcome the drawbacks. So that is called the development design. And third one is the new design. New design means new concept, new diagram, new idea. So everything will be new. It should not resemble or it should not replicate the old one. So whatever things you are doing, it should be unique. Okay. So new design is the concept which we will be using for launching a new product. And then we will be focusing on what are the general considerations. See here we will be having 10 points, right? So here we will be having what are the consideration while designing a product, what are the things we need to consider. Because Only if you consider these 10 points, the product will be a successful one. If you miss any one means, then ultimately what we will be having, the product will be a failure one. So first thing is type of load and stresses. So what are the type of loads you know? For example, like a point load, uniformly distributed load, varying load, like this, we will be having various load, right? In a piston, if the piston is moving up and down means automatically a load will be induced in it. Okay. So what happens is, due to this load, the product or component should not break. So depending on that only, we need to apply a load on it. So we need to consider what are the loads are applied, and due to this load, the stresses will be induced in the component. The stresses also should not affect the component. So we have to plan accordingly. Second one is motion of parts. For example, if you take your engine means, we'll be having piston, crank. So piston will be a reciprocating motion and crank will be a rotary motion. The rotary motion will be converted into a reciprocating motion with the help of a connecting rod. So in case of machine means, we will be having many mechanisms, right? Already you have learned stator crank mechanism, many mechanisms you will be learning. So whatever product you are launching or whatever product you are going to design, in that product we need to focus on what are the moving parts. We need to focus on the motion of the parts or kinematic change. So these things we need to focus on. Third one is the selection of material. For example, in piston, more heat will be induced, right? So inside the material, cast iron will be using cast iron. So cast iron should withstand those heat. So whatever material you are designing or whatever material you are giving as an option, that material should withstand the external load, or it should have a load carrying capacity. So only those kind of material can be used for your construction or manufacturing. Okay. Fourth one is form and size of the parts. The form and size of the parts is nothing but the dimensions. For example, a piston should be having a particular dimension. Connecting rod should be having a particular dimension. So these things and all you should initially give in your design itself. Because whatever things you are giving, also plan accordingly. Whatever things are available in market also. If you give a particular design and the product which is available in the industry is not matching with the design, means ultimately what happens is it won't match with your design parameters, right? So plan accordingly. Whatever things are available in the market, try to put the exact dimension and size and parts of the machine components. Next is frictional resistance and lubrication. So normally when we are running the machine or machine means, automatically what happens, if for example piston means, the piston will be having a to and fro motion. So automatically there will be friction will be induced. In order to avoid friction, what we will be doing, we will be applying some oil or coolant. Okay. So what type of coolant or oil you should apply in order to avoid the frictional resistance. So these things and all you should keep in your mind while designing a product. Next is conventional and economical feature. For example, you have developed a product, but that product is not economical, it's very costly, and also it's not environment friendly means, then who is going to buy? Automatically it will be a failure on, right? So while designing a product, you should keep upon the customer requirement as well as what things are prevailing in the market. Whether the product which you develop, will the customers will buy from you, or is there any drawbacks in your product and all, you should clearly understand, and then only you have to develop a product. If not means, automatically once you develop and if the customer is not buying means, and ultimately what happens, a loss will be induced in you. Okay, so we need to keep those things in your mind while developing a product. Use of standard parts. So use of standard parts means, for example, you're constructing a product. Okay, you are developing a product, but what you are doing is you are using all local parts. So once you use the local parts, at a period of time means what happens, it gets fatigue, right? Automatically it will break up. So mostly what happens is customer won't go for it. So when you are developing a product, go for a standard parts. Okay, whatever standard parts available in market, you keep those things in your mind, and then you go for a design and try to make it up so that there won't be any mismatch. Next is safety operation. Safety operation is, if you, for example, you are manufacturing a product, and if, for example, if you are working on a lathe mill, okay, you have to manufacture a product and you are doing a drilling or turning or whatsoever, you need to follow some safety precautions. If not means, what happens, automatically you will be meeting with an accident. So these things you need to understand, and while manufacturing the product, we should follow what are the safety precautions while manufacturing. Okay, if not means, automatically we will be, or those who are held up there will meet with the accident. Next is workshop facility. Workshop facilities means you have you're going to manufacture a what fasteners or nut means. So for manufacturing that, you need to have what are the facility, lathe machines and all you need to have. So just see, for the product if you are manufacturing means, am I having all the facilities with me, like lathe machines or drilling or tapering or whatsoever, is the facilities are available with me. Those things you have to have a check it out, and then you should go for it. Next is number of machines or parts we manufacture. For example, you are manufacturing many parts means, just try to put a number, like how many machines or how many parts to be manufactured. So it will for a particular day, for example a particular day, will it be possible to manufacture all the parts and all, you should have keep in your mind. Next thing is cost of the construction. Cost of the construction means you are developing a product, so right from the starting till end you will be putting a list, right? So what are the costs will be incurred for doing the project. So these things you have to make a tabular column, and is it affordable? Okay, cost of construction is it affordable for completing the product? Like that you have to go for it. Next is assembling. Once you develop a product, once you manufacture small parts, then you will be going for an assembly. Actually these steps we need to consider while designing. Actually what happens is, earlier we will be having some idea, with that idea we will be going with the design requirements, and after that we will be developing a prototype. Okay, now you developed a prototype, now you will be going for a testing. But when you are testing, you understand that your product is a failure one, then what you will be doing, you need to cross check at which point you have missed it, okay, at which point you failed. So you have to rectify those points, and again you will be making a prototype. Actually most probably when you are making a prototype and after considering all the parameters, mostly you won't fail upright, so your design will be very successful only. But in case if you fail means, you have to cross check and once or twice, and if you keep on failing means, then there is a problem here, and you have to go for suggestion or help from the others. So after developing everything and after your product is successful, the prototype is working good means, then you can compile all the result, and then you can give for the manufacturer, or you can give to your superior officers. So these are the parameters which we need to consider. When you go for design, you need to consider all these parameters, then only we can develop a successful product. I hope so this video will be useful for having an idea of what is basically design means, and what are the design requirements which we need to understand. And these things you will be experiencing in real time industry. When you go for job means, definitely you will be experiencing all the problems, and you will be learning a lot from that. In case if you find this video useful to you means, you can share with your friends. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.